Hello and welcome to Suon Barbecue. It's a bit gloomy outside today and I was gonna make some ribs, but then I realized the ribs I bought were cut. The bones were cut in smaller pieces and I figured I needed to do something else with them, and then I decided I was going to do a dish inside, so I'm going to make Suon Ram Man. I can't speak Vietnamese, but that's what it is. Caramelized pork ribs. Anyway, tag along and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So what I have here is about 1 pound of pork ribs. They're short ribs. They were all cut. So this is one rib. It's not very large. I have washed them off and let them soak for about 15 minutes, and then I just rinse them off. And we're going to start off by making like a marinade for this. So we're going to use 2 cloves of garlic, 1 cup of the white from a bunch of spring onions, half a teaspoon of pepper and half a teaspoon of salt. Gonna add that in there. We're gonna give that a spin. Let's have a look, shall we? Looks pretty good to me. So we're gonna add that to the ribs, just like so. Smells garlicky. Wonder why. We're just gonna mix these around so it covers them all over. Something like so. And we're gonna put that in the fridge and let it marinate for about 15 minutes. And I'll bring you back shortly. Okay, so we're over by the stove. I'm just gonna go through the ingredients we're gonna be using here. I have some fish sauce, that's gonna come later. I've got some coconut water. This is probably the most expensive piece of this. The ribs were almost nothing. Then we have 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm using regular canola oil, and 1 tablespoon of white sugar. And we're gonna put the heater on medium and just let it come up to temp so that the sugar dissolves. You're not supposed to stir this, you're just supposed to let it go. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. It's not gonna be easy, but it's what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyway, I'm gonna bring it back once this is dissolved, and then we're gonna put the pork chops in there and caramelize them. Just swirling this a little bit. It looks like it's dissolved, it's starting to caramelize a little bit. So we're gonna add the pork chops in here. There we go. And then we're just gonna start flipping these around. Oh, that smells good. We're gonna start flipping these around and we're gonna brown them until they are no longer pink. And after that, we're gonna add some liquid to this. But anyway, I think I'm gonna increase the heat a little bit to medium-high. There we go. Just let this rock. Okay, so I've been flipping this around for about 10 minutes. I probably went a little bit further than no longer pink because I wanted them to be a little bit brown. These are a little bit thicker than the picture in the recipe that I found. So anyway, I think this is good enough to go to the next step. So then it says to add 1/2 cup of coconut water. So this is 1 deciliter, so it's 1.25 deciliter. Just gonna add that, and then a little bit more. And then to this, we're also gonna add 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. Fish sauce is the kind of thing that, however bad it smells, it really adds a lot of good flavor to it. Anyway, I'm just gonna give that a little bit of a stir, something like so. And then we're gonna let it for 25 minutes, put it on a medium-low, just above a simmer, and then I'll bring you back. See you in a bit. Okay, so it's been 25 minutes, and it's time to take the lid off of this. Now we're gonna simmer it for another 25 minutes until the sauce reduces. I have flipped these every 5 minutes just because the liquid didn't actually cover them, and I wanted them to be fully cooked. I'm sure they are by now because this has been boiling away nicely. Anyway, I'm gonna leave them like this, maybe give them a stir every now and then until the sauce reduces, or we're at 25 minutes, whichever comes first. This is what it looks like. It's been 25 minutes and I don't think it's reduced enough actually, so I'm gonna let it be for a few more minutes. What I did was I noticed once it started reducing that there was quite a lot of fat on top of the actual sauce, so I did remove that. I used a spoon and just lifted it off to remove a little bit of the fat anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cook just a few more minutes and then I'll tell you after it's done how long I left it on there.
Okay, so it's been about 5 more minutes and I'm starting to get happy with it.
Anyway, time to plate this up.
I'm just gonna make a little fountain of this. Maybe I did pick the smallest plate for this, but it will be fine. And then we'll take a little bit of this sauce, just top it off with that. And then it's time to top this. We're going to be using the green. Actually, it's only half of the green from the spring onions because they were kind of green. Just going to top this up with this. These are actually pretty good, so I might just serve it with them. And there we go. I think that should do it. Maybe that's a better angle to see what I'm talking about.
Caramelized pork ribs. Suon Ram Man. I'm never going to learn to say that. Suon Ram. Anyway, I'll put it in the title. I'm going to try this. It's very flavorful, sweet, and a little bit tart, but it's really, really, really good and extremely tender. Thank you for watching. Bye.